Underneath, Njoku. Nice move. And the big-bodied tight end is rumbling out to the 45. Ball is up near the 45 for the Browns, trailing by 5.
Cornerback crew, really hats off to the Colts.
How about a little flea flicker action? They go to the check down. This is Njoku. Njoku getting those broad shoulders going downhill.
Yeah, it really was. He's going to hang here and then come out. And really you see how deep the Colts linebackers they drop. They are, 10, 12 yards.
Elijah Moore with that orbit motion. Another pressure play, and Walker delivers on target on his way to the end zone, and it is a touchdown. David Njoku. And just like that, the Browns respond. Did he get in? He's on top of the defender, and it looks like the ball breaks the plane.
Yeah, he's in, clearly in. You're exactly right. That being on top of the defender was the reason that he was able to break that plane without touching the ground. Again, that comes off that screen look. It's a double screen, and then you slip that tight end right into the middle of the field. You've got pursuit going out.
Elijah Moore was in motion. Screen pass to the other side for Njoku, who breaks free for the first down. Good blocking downfield by Batonio. And down into Seattle territory goes Njoku.
Wall of players. This could be a big play. And you see right here, that's where it was. Just that little crease that he's able to get through. I tell you what, Ethan Posick did a great job of getting all the way out from the center position and just kind of creating a screen that kept that inside defender from closing that little.
Or do you trust the passing game?
Watson delivers, caught. Njoku, touchdown.
Just miscommunication here by the two linebackers, and Njoku's just going to sit it down. But both Kaiser White and Woods, watch them. They're not really sure exactly what's going on or who has who. Both of them go out with the running back, and then you got Njoku all by himself.
NFC East matchup, Cowboys-Giants. Second down and 7. Browns pick up a first down, and Njoku keeps on going. All the way down inside the Ravens 30.
Kenny, that's an angry run.
Look at that. It's just a 5-yard little turnout. No one wants to tackle him. He's just running right through.
Second down and 8. Fake it. Thompson Robinson on the move. Wide open. He hits Njoku. Gets tackled as he tried to go airborne. It's an 18-yard pass play. Trenton Thompson with the stop.
Except he's right here as the fullback position. So you think it's a lead run, and they fake it, and Njoku stays at the line of scrimmage, essays a block there, and then leaks into the secondary and gives another easy throw for DTR. Dorian Thompson-Robinson just loop it to him for an ample pickup.
Denver's defense looking for a stop. Off the play fake. Dorian Thompson-Robinson to the air, sliding catch, Njoku. Degree of difficulty for his catches today has been high, and that slide gets him 18 and a first.
But Njoku's going to get all the way back across. Watch how tight it is with Simmons in the backfield, in the secondary right there, making the play on that football, hunting up that throw.
Well, there were reports that he called his young...
El balón prácticamente en medio campo. Hombre en movimiento y Flaco otra vez. Sale el movimiento a la derecha. Rolando Flaco, el veterano. El pase completo. Wow. Cuidado. Njoku tiene mucho espacio. Mucho verde enfrente de David Njoku, que salta un defensivo. Y finalmente es detenido en la 25 de territorio rival.
Also Nick Harris in the backfield, 53.
Fake and throw. Flacco wide open. Touchdown Njoku. What a statement by the Browns on the opening drive.
And Diane, you described it perfectly with all the extra linemen in the ball game, with Dunn in there, and also in the backfield, Nick Harris, number 53, who's an offensive lineman they're using as a fullback. Everything said heavy run on that one. Every instinct is to load up against the run if you're Jacksonville. Gary Kubiak, who had coached Joe Flacco and really likes him.
2nd and 5. Open man, Njoku. He could go. Touchdown. Second of the day. 30 yards on the catch and run.
This is a trap pass because watch the guard pull. Wyatt Teller. So you think it's a run, but it's a pass. And Jerome Ford steps up and picks up a rusher. The running back 34. And then Flacco, as Zion has been describing, right on time with a perfect throw. And how about this? That defensive front that Jim Schwartz says, we go where they go.
2nd and 8. Flacco gets out of there. Flacco on the move. Throws. Connection made. Njoku. With his receivers, with his teammates, and with the defense.
And Joe Flacco's ability to hang in there and let Njoku make the second move. Because Njoku made the move on the scramble drill, and Flacco doesn't give up on it. Because he could have thrown the ball away and said, we live to fight another down.
2nd down and goal.
Sprint right. Sprint right.
There's Flacco to the right, looking in the end zone. Throws, jump ball. Njoku pulls it in for the touchdown. Touchdown in the last 2 games puts the Browns on the board.
They're going to get Joe Flacco on the move, put Teller right there, put the back in the flat, and then it's Njoku. And this is 3 guys in the read, and Njoku's just going to be ready for the back shoulder right there, and Joe Flacco. This is essentially a throwaway, and he's telling Njoku, go get this ball for me. Elevator, 2nd level, get up top, get those things in like an alley-oop.
Was that heel on the back line?
But they got an excellent kicker in D-Hop.
Off the play fake, Flacco throws on 1st down. Njoku wide open at the 40, to the 45, leaping in the air and shoved out mid-leap by Tyreek Stevenson.
Well, watch this little corner route, the quick fake. And I love the tempo by Njoku. And he cut off his way perfectly. I don't know about the jump at the end.
Like, I'm going to leap over you, and Stevenson, no, you're not.
Like a kung fu movie or something.
3rd and 15. Flacco off his back foot. Njoku is there. He's got the 1st down and more. Spinning down the sidelines. The tight end inside the 20 before he's twisted out of bounds at the 19.
Is over the ball. He's going to fake go, then come, and here comes the free hitter. Flacco's going to drift just slightly to the right at the very end and held on. This is almost identical to the game last week. They tried to bring 4-week pressure with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Joe Cool, as cool as the other side of the pillow, just floats away from it, holds it for an extra beat.
And Corey Bojorquez now getting some reps here as the holder.
2nd down and 12. Flacco looks. Flacco, end zone! Touchdown! A dime to Njoku! And Joe Flacco with another elite throw.
Look at the safeties. So the middle zone is open for him, right? Split safeties. Njoku running that stick nod, meaning looking to the outside, then cutting back to the inside. And he throws it right over the linebacker Perryman and to the opposite side of the safety Amos, and said, Njoku, go make a play. And it's exactly what he did. Beautiful read, beautiful throw and execution by Flacco. And Njoku, his confidence couldn't be higher as a receiver here in Cleveland.
They go empty here. 3rd and 15. That's caught up at the 25. Picking up a lot more, getting the 1st down, taking it into Jets territory. David Njoku, the tight end.
He's right here, and the Jets, a lot of times on these 3rd down and longs, they're going to rely on the front little twist game. But look at this. This is yards after the catch with Njoku. He's as good as there is in the NFL at this tight end position. It really seems to be playing with more and more confidence, playing with Joe Flacco and getting these opportunities in space. And every week, the consistency has been remarkable.
Yeah, Robert Saleh already told, along with the GM Joe Douglas, they're back next year. As Flacco rolls to his left, fires another strike. That is Njoku, setting up a 1st down and goal
He's on the backside right here. Again, the play action, and you're going to move him, just move that launch point just a little bit. He's a big receiver or a big quarterback, but he's got these big targets downfield. He can go up and over the linebackers. Look at that rotation, gets good snap on the football, and just clears C.J. Mosley.
Kareem Hunt, the third down back. He flanks Flacco, stays in to block. Pass is caught, and Njoku off to the races again. Inside the 30, inside the 20, out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 43 yards. He's already gained 113 receiving yards.
And that was another third down, this time 3rd and 12. And C.J. Mosley actually turned, almost anticipating that Njoku was going to be coming to him. Watch him right here. I got him. And then he just loses his footing again. And Njoku has that speed to just run right by him.
Play action on first down. Flacco airs it out. Open downfield. Njoku has it. There's the big play from Flacco. He put it in the bucket for his tight end to the tune of 45 yards.
Watch this route. He's going to look like he's going to run an out cut. And he takes the leverage away from the corner and then back to the inside. And Flacco going there all the way.